Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you the new Scram and SAF functionality of MXSkinNamer, the bulk skin and jam renamer for MX Simulator. Um, so the first thing that I'm going to do is just quickly open up a working directory that has all my jams and all my maps in there. And I'm just going to call this test. Actually, I'll call it test bike for the model name. You can see that I have one skin in here, I have one norm and one spec map, and then I also have all the necessary jams. So I have my fork lower, fork upper, the frame, and the swing arm. And we're just gonna name this for the KTM 450. So we will rename all. It's gonna ask me for my normal map and my spec map. And if we come into rename files, you should see your model name, so the test bike, and then we should have all the maps and all the jams. The problem with this is they are not encrypted and they are not SAFed. So what we're gonna do is come over to the Scram, and we can either choose to Scram jams, Scram maps, or Scram all. So I'll just demonstrate what this does. So if I press Scram maps, it's going to take a second because it is running the Scrammer from JLV. So once that's done, it will say files were successfully scrammed. And the Scram folder will be here now, so we can come in here and we can see that we have our scrammed maps. We can also do this for the jams, and it will only do the jams instead of the maps. It will get rid of every single file that's in the scram folder. So if you want to do both, then you have to scram all. But you can see that it's just our jams and the scram folder. So I want all of my maps and jams to be scrammed, so I'm just going to scram all. And like I said, this does take a minute. It's probably the most lengthy process of the whole script. It doesn't take too long, but if you have a lot of files, it might take a little longer than normal. Alright, so all the files were successfully scrammed, so we have our jams and we have our maps. So now if you just try to open one of these, it's not going to be able to, it's encrypted. Um, these will work in MX Simulator if you don't want to SAF them, you just want to package them individually like this, that's fine. But really, what you want to be doing, especially if you're putting out like team packs or stuff for other people to download, is you want to SAF them, and this will create one file for people to download. You can zip this up to. Um, the one file just makes it cleaner and it packs everything up pretty nicely, so the game can read it. Likewise with the Scram, you can either SAF your maps. And you can either use the maps how they actually are. So you can just SAF these, or what it's asking here. Do you want to use your Scram files? Normally, if you Scram, do you want to say yes? I will demonstrate right here, though, that if I click no, it will create this SAF file, and then you can edit this if you want to, and you'll see that these are not Scram, they're just the normal maps. But if you come back over here and just say SAF all, by the way, the same thing works with the jams, but just with the jams instead of the maps. We are going to use a Scram file, so we'll press yes. And what it will do is it will go into the Scram folder and then take each one of these Scram files and package them in a SAF. So we can come back over to the SAF and we can inspect this. It has all of your Scram files, all your maps, all your jams, and you can edit the bike if you really wanted to, but I guess it'd be faster just to go back and rename them all using the tool. But you'll see that everything in here is encrypted, so people can't steal your stuff. So I'm quickly going to put this in a folder just to show that it works. So SkinNamer test, I'll delete this other test. Then I'll put this in here, and I will come back to you when MX Simulator is open. Alright, now I'm just going to set my skin. We saved it for the KTM, I believe. So it should be 450 SXF, and then it should be under test bike right here. And I will, so this is going to be the Honda from, I forget who it was, so it's been so long, but I will load up a race real quick and come back to you when it's loaded just so you can see that it actually works. Alright, so I have sim loaded here. I just quick test. You see that the bike has indeed loaded. So the scramming and the staffing actually does work. So if you guys come across any bugs or issues, please let me know. I'll try to get them fixed ASAP. And if you want me to add any more features, also let me know. So I hope this helps you guys out, and I will see you guys later.